Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Lorraine here. So out in the garden today, just checking on all of my plants that I've been growing. As you can see here, this is one of my cucumber plants. I've had two cucumbers off of this particular plant. I've got another little one growing there, and I think I've got another one somewhere. I did have, but there it is. So that is coming on really lovely. I've also got another cucumber plant just there. I think I'll probably just get the one. I may get another one. There's another flower on there. We shall see. But I will be picking this one soon because this is going to be ready, and it doesn't look like it's growing it anymore. And then I've got a cucumber plant here with a lovely cucumber growing there. That's coming on lovely. Whether or not that'll get any bigger, I don't know, because the spikes are sort of like going down quite rapidly. I'm sure that's how you test it, and then they should just fall off when the cucumber's ready. I'm sure that's what I read somewhere. That's how I've been picking them anyway. And then this is one of my brassica plants, the broccoli. I haven't got any netting or anything on any of my Brussels or my broccoli. Just trying out and learning really, and as I've realised, the cabbage white butterflies absolutely love these, so I have been picking off lots and lots of cute little caterpillars. It's a shame they can't stay, because I would actually like to be able to grow a broccoli, so I do like a nice bit of broccoli and would love to try some homegrown. So I am picking them off of these ones at the moment. And then coming over, this is the apple tree that I planted. Even though I did have a few apples, they fell off, so obviously the tree isn't established enough or matured enough to produce any fruit properly yet, but it has flowered or blossomed, whatever you wish to call it, a couple of times, so you know it is settling in. Coming across, this is now coming into where I planted my Brussels. I have thinned them out a little bit and put a few further up the garden, just trying them in different areas. So I'm hoping to change all of this part of the garden all around, and hoping to get a greenhouse actually in this sort of section, or coming up as far as this section here. So I'm after an 8 by 10 greenhouse, if I can fit it here. So that'd be what I'd be saving for after Christmas. And as you can see, the caterpillars and that have been enjoying and munching on this. And if I come along, I've got some leeks growing along here, another Brussels. Oh, one thing I do want to show you, the Brussels are actually starting to form. If I can bring that in or focus, there we go, that's a better one there. Can't really see it properly, but they are starting to form, which is quite funny, because there's me thinking that they grow from the top, but no, they actually grow on the stalk. So you can tell it's my first time growing Brussels, duh. And then coming along, I've got another Brussels plant, and this is my other broccoli plant, trying to stop the butterflies from, or the caterpillars, sorry, from destroying it. And then I've got some more leeks there, and this is another cucumber plant. I'm sure have I got cucumber on here? Yes, I have. It's just through here. This is really coming on really well as well. So, and I think I've got a couple of little baby ones starting to form as well, just there. I think that's a little baby. I've got another one there, and there's a butterfly flying about. My peas have all started to die off, although I did have a new bit of growth, and as you can see, I've got a few more peas. It's only a few. Once these are done, I think I'm just going to pull the plant up. I haven't decided yet, see if it gets a new lot of growth. but because there's not many, I've just been picking them as they're ready, just been putting them in an omelette, to be quite honest, or just eating them raw, which I absolutely love. I've got a few more onions growing. It's starting to die off a little bit, that one, the top, so whether or not I will need to pull that. I was a bit disappointed with a majority of the onions, they didn't get very big, but the actual flavour makes up for that 100%, and I don't think I could ever go back to shop bought onions. There's just no flavour whatsoever. Well, the food in general from the shops, there's just no flavour, is there really, these days? It's just horrendous, it's disgusting. So it's going to be really difficult to actually go back to shop bought. But obviously, you know, when food runs out that you've grown yourself, you know, you've still got to eat. These are some more leeks. This particular one I'm letting flower so I can get some seeds. And then coming along, I can't remember what herb this is, but it's come out in a really beautiful white flower, and it looks like, I'm assuming they're going to be eventually the seeds. So got lots of my own seeds, so lovely. And then a runner bean plant, I'll just pull this over, that the slugs destroyed when we had all that rain, has actually regrown and produced lots of flowers, and it's grown all the way up here, and I'm trailing it just along there, so really pleased with that. So coming along, you can see that cucumber now, how well that's growing. Got another Brussels plant there, which is forming Brussels, and another one here. Not sure what's happening with this, it hasn't really got very big, but it is getting Brussels, so really chuffed with that. This is an onion that I let bolt, and these is where it's flowered. The flowers looks like they're starting to dry now, so hopefully I'll get some seeds to perhaps start my own onions rather than buying the onion sets. And then these are beetroots that I let bolt, and as you can see, I'll probably get too many seeds, to be quite honest. I'm not sure what to do, whether I pull this up now and then I can just put it all in a paper bag, and then as they dry the seeds just fall off into the paper bag. I don't know. If there's anyone that's watching this, if they could perhaps advise me, I'd be really grateful. And then another Brussels plant. These ones are just completely mullered, but I'm just going to let them do whatever, and if there is any little caterpillars on there, then they can just have those. I don't care about them ones, they're too far gone now, and they're not really producing any Brussels at the moment. They haven't grown that much, so if there is any caterpillars on there, which looks like there has been because it's got holes in it, then they're welcome to it. And then this is another cucumber plant growing, and I've got a lovely sized cucumber there, and I think this one is ready to pick. I'm just waiting for a tomato to ripen right off, and then I'll be picking this. Lovely jubbly. And then coming over to my grapevine, as you can see, the grapes are just coming on fantastically. I just moved the leaves there, look at those. I have thinned these out several times, but look at them, gorgeous. Can't wait to try these. Even though this grapevine, I think I've said in a previous video, possibly last year, these are actually wine grapes, but they are sweet enough to eat as they are. So and I enjoy them, I really do enjoy them. You know, it is a lovely grape. Whether or not I'll try any wine this year, I don't know, because I've got quite a lot of bunches of grapes. Whether or not I can freeze them down, I don't know. I'll have to research on that. And then here I've got some more leeks growing. My carrots didn't do very well, but this is one that is slowly getting there. But I did buy another packet of seeds, and I have put those in there. Nothing's happening at the moment, but that's okay. Got to give them time. Hopefully they'll germinate. And coming along, these are all my tomato plants. As you can see, this is a Tiny Tim tomato plant, and you can see that that's doing really well. I'm now watering all of these, including my lily plant, twice a day with all this hot weather. And then coming along, this is from a seed, actually from a shop tomato, and I just planted a few, not expecting them to germinate at all, but they've really done really well. If I come back round this side, I'll show you the tomatoes that it's produced. Look at that. And this is one of the tomatoes that I picked today, which I've just put on the window ledge just to finish ripening off. And then if I come back around this side, got some more tomatoes there, and then I've got my Tiny Tims there. And this one, which I didn't think would do anything because the slugs ate it, has really picked up, and as you can see, I've got flowers, and I don't know if I can get right in, I've got actually some little tomatoes growing, yay! And then this is the loganberry bush. This has done really well. It's really thickened up. I have been sort of cutting it back a little bit, so then I get more of the growth sort of like here, and it bushes up a bit more. But I didn't think it would produce any more fruit, and I've got a berry that I can actually pick today, I think. You can see that right there, and I did notice another one somewhere, oh, down here. And so I've got another couple of little berries forming, so really pleased with that. And this is a little walkway that I've done now, because where I keep going under the cherry plum tree, I've got a really low branch, and I keep catching my head, and I've caught my head a few times actually misjudging things. And obviously I've had a bit of a headache the past couple of days because I keep banging my head on things where I keep misjudging everything. And this is a few more potatoes that I put in, excuse me. So hopefully get a little crop there. And there's my little cat, my little garden buddy she is. Then another Brussels plant, put this one up here. This is one of the ones that was in my other bed, and this wasn't really doing anything anymore where I dug up my other lot of potatoes, so I thought, well, I might as well make use of it. And as you can see, if I bring it up, I've got little Brussels forming, so really pleased with that. Really pleased with that. This one isn't doing so great because obviously the caterpillars got to it, and the little one that's just there as well. That's just, I might just pull that up and just let it, just throw it in my compost. No point in keeping it, it's just absolutely mullered. And then along here, this little bed I was actually going to use for strawberries, but I ended up putting some potatoes in there, and the slugs and that has just completely destroyed it. I've checked the potatoes and they're really tiny, so I can't even pull them up or anything. And then this down here, I put in a little cauliflower seedling. I've got some more indoors. These were very late because I wasn't going to do cauliflower. I do like cauliflower, but I'm not a lover of it. But anyway, it looks like the slugs or something's got to that already, but it doesn't matter because I've got lots of others that are doing quite well. Anyway, so I just thought I'd put this one out here because this was just a spare one. So see how that one goes. Sorry, my throat is going. And then bring you over. My cherry plums have now finished, but my wild rose bush, all the rose hips are all starting to ripen, so once they turn a lovely bright red, I'll be able to pick those and put them down in the freezer, and then when I'm ready I can make some rose hip jam, which I have to say is really lovely. And what you can do is as well, when you make rosehip jam, obviously you've got to sieve all the seeds and everything, sort of like in order to get the liquid to make the jam. The remainder, like the seeds and that, you can actually put into little like patties, freeze them, and then can take one out and you can make yourself a little rosehip tea, which is rather quite nice, I have to say. So yeah, so you just get quite a lot of use out of them. Now that's just some herbs that I grew and they flowered, etc. I can't remember what, basil I think it was in that one. And then I'm really, really proud of this. This is one of my hanging baskets, and these are my strawberry plants that I wanted to put in hanging baskets once I got my shed. And I grew these from seed, and as you can see, I've got some little strawberries forming. How big they will get, I'm not sure. I've got to double check the seed packet just to see, but seeing how small the flowers are, I think it's probably some of those little tiny strawberries. But anyway, the main thing is I grew these from seed, and yeah, really, really chuffed. So coming along, I'll show you my shed another day. It's my little fern that my man gave me. And then this is my other strawberry plant that I got, and that's really coming on really well. Got flowers on there, and I've got some little strawberries forming on there as well. And then this is my other runner bean plant that I've just put in an old bin that I had when the top was broken. Just put some holes in the bottom, fill it with soil, and there we go. Didn't think it would get to this stage. I've had a few beans off it, and as you can see, got quite a few growing, so really, really pleased with that. And I've got another little tomato plant here. This was an odd one and I didn't know what to do with it, so I've just left it in the pot, water it regularly, and it's produced me some tomatoes. And then this is just some of my herbs. Can't remember what ones they were. This is my favourite though. This one's sort of like a peppery taste. But that is it. That is my garden so far. And if I stand back, you can actually see the side of my shed, which I'm really, really chuffed about. Absolutely love my shed, and it's just made my life so much easier, because obviously I feed the birds, and I've got a little bird feeder, so I can keep all the bird seed in there. I can now keep all my soil in there. And yeah, I mean, there is a lot still to do around the shed. I want to get some more of this wood, and I want to put that round the back, and then all this here I want to fill up with soil, put some lining down. Now, I've already got like some of my topsoil there, and fill that up. And then I want to see if I can put some wild flowers in there, or flowers that prefer the shade, just so I've got something growing, and something pretty along the back of the shed. And I was thinking of getting a water butt to go here as well, but I don't know, I think I've changed my mind, because I've got me a little one coming off the main drain pipe, not the drain pipe, but the, I can't remember what you call it. Silly, and I used to work for Wicks and I used to know all these things, and now I can't remember what it's called. A down pipe, is it? From the roof, guttering, yeah, I think that's it. And yeah, that's what I want to do with this area. Of course, my ivy's grown really lovely as well. I do want to grow this up and then put it into some sort of like a box hedge, so that's slowly getting up. And then all this top area here I will cut away. I want to cut all that away, just to tidy that up and to make it more flatter. I may have to get someone in to actually do that. I don't like those tools that you cut hedges with. I don't know, they just make me cringe. I don't know why. But anyway, that is my garden so far, and that's my little cat. She's mewing, she wants some loving, so I'm going to leave it there. Hope everyone has a lovely day. Enjoy the lovely weather while we've got it. Take care everyone, bye.